welcome back to my channel. Thank you for watching and for subscribing. And if you're just visiting, please consider subscribing. So I've heard from a few of you that you missed my old intro, so I'm doing it for you, changing it back to the old intro. I hope the rest of you don't mind. And today's video is going to be about 10 most unique fragrances in my collection. And this is a tag that the beautiful Montale from the perfume realm created and tagged me to do. And she has a beautiful channel. She does amazing reviews. She's so well put together and well spoken. I highly recommend that you go and check out her channel. If you are not familiar with it already, definitely watch her videos and subscribe. And thank you, Montale, for tagging me to do this video. So originally, when I thought about finding most unique fragrances in my collection, I sort of had a hard time deciding which fragrances to choose. And then I thought, okay, I'm going to choose fragrances that are most unique to my collection. Maybe some of you will not consider them unique, but they are unique to my collection. So this is how I approach this video. So let's get started. The first one I have is the one that I've showed a couple of times. This is Porpora from Tiziana Terenzi. And this fragrance has rose, of course, patchouli, myrrh, incense, and this is considered a dupe for Frederic Malle's Portrait of a Lady, which after sampling that one, I think they are very, very similar. And although I have many rose fragrances in my collection, I would say this one is unique because, first of all, to me, a rose fragrance is usually very feminine, and I think this one is definitely unisex. I also typically like sort of either really fresh rose or very bubbly or jammy rose, and this one is very sort of dark, mysterious, incensey type of rose. This rose really makes a statement. It's not for everyone. I am sure that many will not like it and some will really enjoy it. So definitely this is not a safe blind buy. You need to sample this one first, but it's a very interesting, dark, mysterious, deep kind of rose. It definitely has patchouli in it, incense. So it's a very beautiful rose, but definitely unique. Second one is another fragrance that I've spoken about several times, and this is from Van Cleef & Arpels Extraordinary line, and this is Boa Dore. And the reason I find this one unique is because it doesn't exactly fall into any specific category for me. It is a little bit sweet, it is a little bit creamy, it is a little bit woody, it has a bit of spiciness, but again, it doesn't fall into any specific category, so that's why I find it unique. Some of the main notes in here are tonka bean, vanilla, almond, mineral notes, and tobacco. And as I mentioned before, I don't exactly smell tobacco, but I smell a bit of spiciness, which I think tobacco brings to this scent. It is definitely creamy, milky, sweet, but not gourmand type of sweet. So for all of those reasons, I'm putting it in this video, and I'm definitely considering this a unique fragrance in my collection. Next one is one of my all-time favorites, and this is Rose's Berberanza from Lancome. So some of the main notes in here are pistachio, rum, honey, rose, vanilla, raspberry. So why is it unique? Well, it's unique because it has a very unique initial blast, I think. I've heard from some people who say that this smells like feet or like a sweaty man. I don't know. I don't get that. To me, the initial blast is all about kind of slightly sour pistachios, and I absolutely love the initial blast. And then as it starts to settle, of course, it becomes a very jammy, sweet, boozy type of rose, which is even better than the initial blast, but I also enjoy the initial sour pistachio kind of blast. So because of that initial sort of scent that it has, I think this is a very unique fragrance that will not appeal to all, although I know that many really, really enjoy it. And like I said, this is one of my all-time favorite fragrances. Next one is a newer addition to my collection, and this is from the Artisan Parfumeur. This is Noir Exquis, I don't know. This is another gourmand fragrance, and it has the notes of chestnut, vanilla, maple sap, tonka bean, and ebony. So you might be asking, well, it's a gourmand, what is so unique about it? Well, to my collection, this is a different kind of gourmand because the sweetness in here, to me, mostly comes from the maple sap. So it kind of has this maple syrup type of smell or type of vibe. And then I think chestnuts and ebony bring something special to it. Like there's a little bit of a punch, a bit of a spiciness coming from these two notes. So it's a sweet gourmand, but to my collection, it is very unique because I don't have any other scents that smell like this. Okay, next one is another one of my very top favorites, and this is from Juliette Madd, and this is Nea. This is a stunner of a fragrance, and the reason it is unique to me is because the most prominent note in here is dates, and this is the only fragrance that I have with dates, and I think this is probably the only fragrance with dates that I've ever sampled, although I'm sure there are others out there. But again, I'm talking about my collection and things that I've tried. And so this is gourmand lover's dream. It has dates as the most prominent note, and then it has pomegranates, and then it has caramel, and it has palm leaf, which brings a touch of freshness. And this is just delicious, delectable, beautiful, has an outstanding performance. But again, because the most prominent note is dates, I think this is a unique scent and definitely unique to my collection. Next one is another newer acquisition, and this one is unique to me for two reasons. One is because it has a very unique bottle, in my opinion. I definitely have not seen anything that looks exactly like this, but more importantly, it is unique because of the scent. So this is a green tea scent, which again is pretty common, but typically green scents, at least I've encountered, have either lemon or lime added to them. And this one has grapefruit and pomelo added, which makes this green tea scent very unique and very different from other green tea scents that I have tried. It is refreshing, bubbly. It has a certain zest and a touch of tartness from the grapefruit. It is so beautiful. I'm kind of disappointed that I discovered this towards the end of the summer, because this is definitely a summer scent for me. So, you know, I've worn it a couple of times, but definitely this will have to wait until next summer. But this is a really interesting and really unique scent. Next one I'm going to show you is not a unique scent as far as how it smells, but I'm including it in here because to me this is a unique looking bottle. And this is from Salvador Dali. This is Belle Laancelot. So this is the Laancelot, and he's walking towards his beauty. I think that's where the name comes from. And the scent itself is pretty simple. There is apple blossom, pear, grapefruit, musk, rose. So you have this sort of a light, fresh, fruity floral, a little bit soapy. It's a really pleasant, easygoing type of scent. But again, the uniqueness to me comes from the bottle. I think this is a really beautiful and interesting looking bottle, and definitely different from everything else that I have. Next one on my list is from Marc Jacobs, and this is Rain. And I really don't hear a lot of people talking about this, and I've mentioned it several times because I think it's a very interesting and beautiful scent. So this is a fresh type of scent, but again, it's a different type of freshness because the main notes in here are grass notes and watery notes. And this is exactly what it smells like. It has an amazing freshness, like you feel after the rain, like you're walking in a field full of some flowers that are not too strong, and you know, the rain just passed, so the grass and the flowers are still wet from the rain. It is extremely kind of calming and serene type of scent. This is the scent that I would wear if I need to really relax and unwind. And so for that reason, this is part of this unique fragrances list. And we're down to 2 last fragrances. So the next one I'm going to mention is from Montale, and this is Sweet Peony. Now, this, as you can imagine by the name, has the note of peony, but in addition to that, it has sandalwood, coffee, vanilla, rose, of course. So what is unique about it? Well, typically in my experience, most of the peony scents are kind of fresh, floral, summery, very easygoing type of scents. This one is different. This is a candied peony. This is very, very sweet. I mean, like really sweet candy mixed with peony. And so in my opinion, this makes it very unique peony type of scent, and that's why it's on the list. And now we're down to the last one, and I have a travel spray of this one. I'm gonna put a full bottle. This is from Micallef, and this is Royal Muska. This one I received as part of my subscription to perfume.com, where you subscribe and get one travel spray per month. And I wanted to try this one because typically I don't like fragrances that have musk as a very prominent note, that are heavy on musk. For example, we all know Narciso Rodriguez scents don't work for me. So I was really curious about this one, and to be honest, I was expecting not to like it. But so let me tell you quickly, the most prominent notes in here are musk, ylang ylang, woody notes, and peach. And this is definitely very different from that Narciso Rodriguez type of musk. In here, you really get kind of clean, pleasant type of scent. You get a little bit of ylang ylang, and you get a little bit of peach coming through, and it is a little bit woody, but mostly you get that clean, slightly sweet type of musk. It is, I would say, for those of you who don't like to wear fragrances, or for those of you that have headaches for fragrances and are really looking for something very light and skin-like, I think this is a great scent. So I really, really like this one, and definitely like it so much more than Narciso Rodriguez musk. I guess this is a different type of musk, or the way that it's blended, or the way that, you know, other notes are combined with it. I'm not sure, but this one is really interesting, and this is probably the first sort of musk centric type of scent that I really liked, and that's why I included it on this list. So that's it. That was the last fragrance on my list. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I definitely encourage anyone who would like to do this tag, please do it. And again, if you enjoyed this video, remember to give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you soon in my next video. Bye.